Hey everybody! It would seem that there's a lot of news hitting today, so I'm just gonna try to cover as much as I can. Um, so, in one of my earlier videos today, I talked about a group called America's Frontline Doctors. They're kind of a fringe type group. They are medical doctors, for the most part, who are advocating for the lifting of the restrictions for the COVID-19 type stuff, and to kind of they want the fear to go away. They want, and they do have a kind of a point there, because right now America is really fueled by a lot of fear. And there's a lot of misinformation out there, all over the internet, all over, even in the mainstream media. There's a whole lot of very bad information, and then you have people in the media themselves they're making it worse. Okay, I used to be a reporter. I would never do some of the stuff that they're doing now. I couldn't deal with it anymore. I left the profession, but I mean, part of it was because I got POTS. But anyway, it it's scary. But what I specifically want to focus on is the fact that, so this group had a kind of a press conference with all of like four or five people, but Breitbart just happened to be there, and they made a video, and Breitbart put that on the internet. Well, that video was taken down by Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, and the president tweeted it. It was taken down. I mean, all that stuff was taken down, and then their website, the group's website, their website, where they have their, okay, I'm okay. I understand that, maybe I don't like it. I'm a little more understanding of social media taking certain things down, but when you have a web host taking down someone's website, when all they're doing is practicing their right to free speech. Now, just to be clear, I don't think that the web host is infringing on their right to free speech, because it is a private company that you can put a stop to things like that, to a certain extent at least. Your freedom of speech protects you from your government. However, whomever that web host is, I know who it is. I'm not going to say their name, but they're very well known. They should be ashamed of themselves for trying. Okay, I don't agree with this group for the most part, but I own a web hosting company, and I would never, ever take down someone's website just because their views on something are different than mine. Okay, and these people were actually using at least some science that, maybe it wasn't the best, maybe it wasn't the most solid, but they were at least, using something. They were not, I mean, they weren't like, practicing racism or some nonsense like that, and they certainly weren't putting up, pornography or something that's could be considered illegal. They were just telling people what they thought about the coronavirus. And I think that is shameful that a web host would take down a website like that. I would never do that. I would never allow that to happen at my company. So, yeah, it's awful. That just makes my blood boil. That is a way of really getting the conspiracy theory started. It is a way of actually, covering things up. That just causes so much dissension when you have a major group like that, something that's blowing up in the media, and then you go and take down their website. Okay? And you start deleting their videos. I understand maybe you want to put a disclaimer on it, whatever, go ahead. But don't do things like that. You're just creating even more problems. Okay? And this has got to stop. This has happened to a lot of different people. It's got to stop. We've got to do something to make this end, this censorship. So, anyway, if you haven't figured it out, that's my opinion. I'm going to stop there before I really get mad, but if you have any comments on this, even if you disagree with me, I've said it a million times, I like to hear your opinions, even if they're dissentful opinions. And, like, subscribe, whatever you'd like. Share this video. It's important. We cannot let this happen. We do still have freedom of speech, okay? I understand that, we can't really be outside right now because science, says that's not a good idea. But we cannot have people's freedom to protest, freedom of speech, that kind of stuff infringed upon. That is not okay. Sorry, had to cut that there. The phone started ringing. But when we have companies, major corporations that are, major corporations that serve, these social media sites, major web hosts, that sort of thing, that serve millions and millions of people, or even billions and billions of people. I think we need to change our laws to stop them from infringing upon the freedom of speech of others, because even though they are not government entities, they're so big they might as well be one. And so we need to start looking at them as that when they are so huge. Either that or break them up. So yeah, I guess that's my opinion on that. And with that, I'm just going to end this here. But please be thinking about that and be on the lookout for that sort of thing. Take your business elsewhere. There are plenty of smaller web hosts like mine, shameless plug, edgehost.com, that would love your business and that will protect as best we can, at least, your ability to say what you want, so long as it's not completely egregious, or illegal, I should say. We're not going to allow you to post horribly, awful stuff or vulgar, that's a whole other ball game. I'm not a porn host, but just please don't let this happen. We can stop it now, but if it continues, and we continue to allow this, where will we be in 5 years if we even make it there? One other quick thing. I want to make clear, I think these people are a fringe group. I don't, in general, agree with them. I'm just protecting their ability to say what they want and to do what they want. That is more important than anything else. Within limits, I mean, it's not okay to go, causing harm to other people. I think that's what, when we think of freedom to do what you want, you need to ask yourself, could what I'm doing be causing harm to other people? And that includes transmitting the virus, because you could cause harm or death to other people if you transmit the virus to them. So, that's it. Yep. Bye.
All right, so our fried chicken is finished. I just pulled it out of the deep fryer a few minutes ago. Well, the second batch, I should say. And I'm about ready to give it a try. But before I do, I just wanted to mention, I forgot in the last part of the video, that you need to leave it in the deep fryer at 375 for about 15 minutes. If you want to be really safe, you could use a meat thermometer, and you want to reach an internal temperature of 175. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. But all right, let's try a piece. Oh. The skin has a wonderfully strong flavor. You can taste the garlic and the onion powder so much. Not overpowering, just enough. Excellent. All right, that's it for this episode. If you have any questions, comments, or anything at all, just leave it down at the bottom. And until next time, enjoy. Goodbye.